video 8.1b, the product theorem for ratios and the ratio theorem itself. All right, here's the two theorems, very powerful. First one, you already know, it's called cross-multiplying. Product theorem for ratios. If A over B equals C over D, then A times D equals B times C. You've done that for years and years. This is the new one, probably. The ratios theorem. If, it's kind of like the converse, if AD equals BC, then either pair can be the means or extremes diagonal. For example, if AD equals BC, notice I could say AB equals C over D. This diagonal still equals that diagonal. This diagonal, that diagonal. This diagonal, that diagonal. This diagonal, that diagonal. So I just say as long as you get the same diagonal buddies, you could write it however you want. Okay, here's a few examples. Example 2, solve for x. So now it's not going to be as easy to do it the way I did before, so I'm actually going to cross multiply. So I'll say 12 times x equals 7 times 5. 12x equals 35. Divide 12, divide 12. X equals 35 over 12. And let's agree to leave our answers in exact, simplified form unless otherwise specified. Okay, over here, same thing, I'm going to cross multiply. Well, let's just be careful that we distribute properly. So now I'll have 16 times x plus 2 equals 9 times 6. 16 times x plus 2 equals 54. 16x, oh, I'm sorry. Instead of distributing there, let's just divide each side by 16. Divide by 16, divide by 16. X plus 2, that could be reduced to 27 over 8. Now, instead of subtracting 2 from each side, I'm going to subtract 16 over 8 from each side, if you catch my drift there. So minus 16 over 8, which is equivalent to 2, minus 16 over 8, which is equivalent to 2. So then I get x to equal 11 over 8. Again, our agreement, exact, simplified answers. All right, finally, example 3. This should be a question. Is x over y equal to a over b equivalent to x minus 2y over y equals a minus 2b over b? Okay, so what we're going to do is find the diagonals. So this diagonal is xb equals ay. So what we're going to do is see if these diagonals can reduce to that. Okay, so I'll just multiply, or cross multiply. So x minus 2y times b would equal a minus 2b times y. Distribute the b, distribute the y. xb minus 2by equals ay minus 2by. Add the 2by to each side. And obtain xb equals ay. So since I get the same exact cross multiplication result, I can say that they are equivalent. So my answer would be yes, equivalent. And there you have it, a few more theorems and examples on products and ratios.